Fuck you! Sean always starting it in a very interesting way.
Hello.
With Jordan. Seth, say hi. Today, if you can't already think this episode, I'm going to be reviewing a TV spot, Transformers 5. Seth, get over here because I'm going to re-show the trailer to everyone, so that's fresh enough to talk about.
I don't know, Jack, shut the space. I'm leaving.
Bye, Sean.
I can't leave while she's playing the song. It's too good.
Well, I can't play the thing with... Yeah, okay. You can't... Hold on. The fuck with my ear. Pause, because you can't fucking hear it.
Why they keep coming here to Earth? The world is dying. Do you seek redemption? My maker, I do.
Can you stop? Can you stop?
Okay, now that question everyone mind, you want to talk about it. It's going to be water.
You're the first to see it. I got it.
Fine, okay, water. I'll talk first then. Where to begin? Because for as short as it is, there's a lot to talk about.
I'm surprised how it's going to look when it comes out.
When I first watched it, the thing that stood out, like the first viewing, was scene in the desert when Grimlock's like falling over
Yeah.
in slow motion, because slow motion. That was awesome. The ending, like seconds where Bumblebee's beating the shit out of Optimus, is amazing.
Optimuses?
What?
You said Optimuses.
I said Optimus.
Yeah, it's multiple Optimuses now.
Optimus. Well, I mean, it could be a clone. I doubt it with this trailer. I doubt it's a clone, but it could be a clone. That's the evil Optimus. I don't.
I'd be surprised if it is.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I'm wondering if he's being mind controlled by the Quintessons.
I think it's a little bit of that, and a little bit of them convincing him.
Yeah.
Because the creator, which is the female voice in the TV spot, is asking him if he seeks redemption for him basically causing the death of Cybertron. And he's like, yes. And then his eyes go from blue to orange to red to orange to purple. And then he's evil.
It's like lightsabers.
It's like a trigger word. It's like a trigger phrase. She has to say the thing she says, then if he responds with yes, he's evil. It's weird, but awesome at the same time. Like Transformers in a nutshell. Let's face facts.
But the first generation's best.
And, between both the original 2.5 minute trailer and this one, we've still only seen 3 Autobots in there. We've seen Bumblebee, Optimus, and Grimlock. That's it. And we've seen 1 Decepticon, and that's Megatron. They've shown us nothing, really, between 3 minutes of footage. Because this is 30 seconds. So not to mention that Super Bowl, there's going to be an extended version of this trailer that's probably going to be like 1.5 minutes. So yeah, there's that to look forward to. Going to be even more footage. Probably see Grimlock's robot motor.
I'm going to agree with you. There is a lot, but not as much.
Yeah, there's not much, but there's also a lot. It's weird how they work these TV spots.
And when you first showed me the trailer, I literally thought that either something was wrong with him, that it was like how an old person would act. They would remember something and they would go back to like an old war that's theirs. Or that he was being mind controlled.
What I think it is that I think it is mind control, but I think it's also has to do with because from what I hear, this movie is like 5 years after the fourth one, even though it's only been 30 since the fourth one came out. By the time this comes out, And I think at that point, it's a case of Optimus has been floating in space, in like searching space long enough that he, like after the first year, he found the creators.
Mhm.
And instead of destroying them like he said he was going to at the end of the fourth one, he found them. They talked to him. Well, no, I think he found them on Cybertron, which is like all torn to shreds but still connected through those weird cables. And they told him, before he could even attempt to attack them, that this was his fault. And so then after the other 4 years of them convincing him that he has to do exactly what they say to resurrect Cybertron. Because I say resurrect because if they go the route of pretty much all the other canons, Cybertron is a transformer. So it makes sense to say resurrect. But I don't think they're going to reveal that in this movie, mainly just because Cybertron would be dead until the end of it. Which would make no sense for him to just suddenly be a transformer in that one. I think they're going to say that for a movie they also reveal. Unicron's a thing that exists. But I think it's a case of he gets to Earth, because the synopsis they released says that the relic that can resurrect Cybertron is on Earth. So he gets back to Earth, and he just has to find it and bring it back to Cybertron. But by the time he gets it, Cybertron's doing that thing where it's like merging with Earth. So at that point, I think it's a case of he knows that he can't save his planet if Earth is going to survive. But they trick him into realizing that the only way to redeem himself, even though it's not really, is to resurrect Cybertron. So at that point, I think is when they induce the mind control so that he'll do literally whatever they say, which includes attempting to kill Bumblebee, which we saw in the last trailer. In this trailer, we got the reverse, and it was Bumblebee almost killed Optimus, and it was fucking awesome. So that's about your opinions on this. You haven't really talked about much.
Well, I was also thinking from the last trailer we had, since Optimus says he's sorry,
Yeah,
when he's about to attack him,
I think
he's like
not
completely mind controlled or not, or if that's just something Quintessons want him to say.
Okay, so it's either completely mind controlled and the Quintessons are just trying to make him think that he's still there somewhat, or they're just controlling his body, and his mind is still screaming in his head, "Don't do this. I shouldn't do this, but I can't stop myself because of this bitch I trusted for the past 4 years."
Yeah.
And that's another interesting thing, revealing that the creator is female. Because in the original series where the creators were first introduced,
They were all
there was only like 6 of them originally, and yeah, they were all male. By the end of the series, there's only one left because they fucking went extinct. Yeah.
Yay, the Quintessons are gonna be dead.
No, but I think that's the thing, because I think in this movie it's because
Like
I guess
the
you could call it.
Daleks.
I guess you could call it
It's
like
like
a
the
leak.
Daleks.
Yeah, yes. But with this, I guess you could call it a leak. But they revealed like all the names of the Transformers that would be in this movie. Well, not really. Most of them are codenames because they're smart. But the ones we know are going to be in it were the real names. But codename for like the Quintesson characters was the creator. But at this point, I think we figured out that means the Quintessons. But it wasn't plural. It was the creator. So I think at this point in the timeline, there's only one left, and I think it's her.
Probably. Unless they pull a Dalek kind of thing where they have an entire like ship full of them.
That's another. Yeah, that rising of the ocean that Bumblebee and Optimus are fighting on. I'm pretty sure that's a Quintesson ship, not an Autobot or a Decepticon ship. That's a Quintesson ship. At this point, I'm pretty damn sure it's a Quintesson ship, and I think the creator, the one in this, actually in this movie, was living on that ship the entire time, and was just on Earth the entire time, studying when would be a good time to try and do what they did to the dinosaurs again. So they, yeah, that's interesting. So I think it's a matter of. But see, okay, so I changed my previous statement. I think he gets to Cybertron, kills the creators because they're total asshats. Then, well, before he kills them all, he finds out about the whole relic on Earth thing, and then he goes back. But when he gets there, the relic's on that ship, and he meets the female creator that is in this trailer. And I think the reason he doesn't kill her right off the bat, giving her a chance to trick him and mind control him, is because she reveals that she's the specific one that built him.
Shit. Well, plot twist.
So basically, he's reluctant to kill his mother. I mean, that's basically what's going on there. And then the mother turns out to be a bitch and mind control to kill the others.
You must do what we're made to do.
And the other thing I find interesting about this, if you go off of the first 4 movies, and because we've never got a proper Megatron Optimus fight, we got a small one in we saw it happen, but we didn't focus on it in the first Transformers. Then really the only battle they shared that was a battle was the one in the forest and the second one. And then in the third one he just kills him like it's nothing. And the fourth one, I don't think they fight once, but it's like before he realizes that it's Megatron. So we still haven't gotten a full-blown Optimus versus Megatron fight yet in this franchise, and I think now is when they're going to do it. But the reason they've waited that it can make everyone realize that they're going to do it. Megatron here and Optimus the guy.
Reversed.
Yes, even though technically Megatron's still the bad guy, he just realized the Quintessons are mind controlling Optimus,
And he tried to stop
and he
him.
knows the Quintessons are gonna take over the universe. And Megatron's like, no, bitch, that's my role.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck my brother, I'm killing him. Because I think the humans came to Megatron because they knew he was the one that could kill him. So they went to him to ask him to help, but instead of just doing what the humans would want and knocking him out so they could fix the mind control, he actually has alternate motives where he's gonna kill him. He's gonna take this as his chance to finally kill the brother he's hated for millions of years. And yeah, that's what
I'm
I
now
think.
thinking of this. Since the girl, right?
Yeah, the girl creator.
Yeah. What if she somehow gets into the middle of the fight and stops Megatron from killing his brother, and she actually changes her ways? What if that's a possibility that could
I don't
happen?
think it can be at this point. Because at this point, she's already mind-controlled Optimus Prime, which has been for over, I think it's like over 60 years. No, it's not. It's over 30. Over 30 fucking years has been, for like 80% of geeks, has been the symbol of hope and peace and just greatness in the world. So for her to just mind control him and make him evil and almost kill, if not kill, all the Autobots,
You have to put in an actual email.
is fucking absurd that she gets off scot-free in the end.
Okay,
no.
I can get that.
If she does get off scot-free, I don't care how good the rest of the movie is, it's going to be the worst movie in the franchise. Fuck that.
I don't really know.
Sorry, I had to play
Final opinions on the trailer?
I don't have any more.
Seb's most likely not going to see the movie like always.
The Jordan did the back.
Jordan!
Shut up! It was an accident.
I personally am really excited for this movie, and I loved this trailer. And the fact that in 2 days we get well, for me 2 days, you guys 3 because you always wait for me to show you the trailer. And oh fuck, I just realized that the Monday episode this is also going to be a trailer review for Transformers because the extended trailer.
Daniel. Ready for the collection of. You interested? Do not use your school email address if you are. You have to. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
So I think this is going to be great. Personally, cannot wait for it. Hopefully, I don't get credit for this because I did record a trailer. I was showing it to you guys. Although I'm a small channel, so I doubt I'll get copyright. Hopefully, I don't.
Well, you can put the link in the description.
No, but the trailer on the recording.
Well, then
They
edit it
saw
out.
it. I'd have no. I'd rather not. But say your final goodbyes, I guess.
See ya.
Peace out, guys.